Alright, here is the governor from my automatic 84 Vanagon. I started having problems with it when I was going down a very big hill and put it in neutral and then put it in drive at the bottom of the hill and twisted the shaft off the governor. This part goes directly into the final drive and is of course covered in gear oil, and this part has transmission fluid running through it, and it's essentially sealed right here. And got it replaced. It was working great for almost a year. And what was happening was it would be in first gear just fine, then it would upshift and I would lose all power. And if I tried to accelerate, it would basically spin up and then downshift to first, and then I would get power back. And it was because the governor wasn't spinning, so it didn't know what gear it was supposed to be in, because that's how the governor works. These weights, when it spins, so this final drive turns the shaft, the whole thing spins. The weights, I actually don't know, I guess they open, and then when it slows back down they close, and there is a little ball bearing right there, and you can see that little hole. There's a valve, and the ball bearing seals the valve, and then when it opens, ball falls out, valve is open. So it was working fine for about a year, and then after that it was about every 50, maybe every 80 times I would come to a stop, it would exhibit that behavior where it would upshift from first to second, and that would be it. I would lose power. So I would have to limp in first gear to a stop to the side of the road, put it in park, put it back in drive, and then drive away fine, and it was great. So I got this new governor off of from a guy on the Samba, and when I was rehabbing it, so you can tell it's kind of rusty, I realized that I would try and open and close this, and every now and then I would try and close the valve by moving the weight, and the ball bearing would get stuck, and it would basically just stay like that, and I can't reproduce it right now because I think I fixed this one first. But basically this little arm, which was supposed to be pretty much straight, this little arm right here, was flared out a little bit this way, so the ball bearing fell out a little too far, and when it tried to close it would get stuck and the valve would be still open. So what I did, and it was like that on both sides. Let's see if I can reproduce it on this side. Of course not. Oh, you can sort of hear it that time. Anyway, occasionally you would let go and it would just stay like that. So what I did was, you can even see the little marks right there. I took a vice grip and put it right on this corner right there, and on this edge you can see the little bite marks right there, and did a little tiny crush to crush this arm so that it was straight, and so that it would not let the ball bearing fall out so much, so that the ball bearing wouldn't get stuck. And then I did the same thing on this one. I just put the vice grip right on here and on the edge right here, and did another little crush on this one so that again the ball bearing wouldn't fall out quite so far. And I did that about I think close to 2 months ago, and it has not happened again, and I'm really hoping that that solved my problem. And I'm thinking that it is, because it makes sense, because it would just happen very occasionally when I was playing with it. Maybe happen every 20 or 30 times. It would just get stuck. And oh, I can even feel it there a little bit. And I don't know, it makes sense to me that that's what it would be, because it was intermittent and it would kind of fix itself. So if transmission fluid started flowing through there again, maybe it would, blow the ball bearing around a little, and then it would play nicely. So anyway, governor's real easy to remove. It takes about 5 minutes. And if on the off chance that anybody's seeing that weird behavior occasionally, it's definitely worth a shot.